All right, Capricorn, let's do your July monthly forecast, utilizing the tarot. Wow, lots of potent energy moving around. We have a crazy month in July. If you're new here, my name is Crystal Lee, and this is Exist in Love. And I recently did a planetary overview for July 2025, but since I'm a little newer to YouTube, I also kind of included in there an overview of the whole year. We dipped a little bit back into the first half of the year and then focused on this month, which I'm really seeing, this month being July, as I'm really seeing this month as a turning point. And we also did some looking into the second half of the year. Something I will say is I noticed a lot of parallels between the first half of the year and the second half of the year. Parallels in which I feel like the first half of the year was a lot of soul healing, soul learning experiences, understanding ourselves on a deeper level. And I think the second half of the year, I think right now we're kind of moving into like this unknown period of surrender. And I think the second half of the year is going to be this actually coming more into alignment with what's meant for us. All right, Capricorn, let's dive into your reading. We just had these two cards pop out. So how I read is I usually do for readings like this a past, present, future. So we'll do 3 across for the past, 3 across for present, and same thing for the future. It ends up becoming one cohesive intuitive message. I often read the cards very intuitively. I try to show you all of them, but I pretty much show you all the cards, but sometimes I just get really deep intuitive hits and dive into it. So yeah, let's see where we go. Right now you have the Hierophant upright, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Five of Wands in reverse in the past. So let's dive into the present. Let's see what comes out for you guys. We do have a full moon coming up in your sign on the 10th of July. So that's going to be really powerful. These readings are for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, so feel free to watch your other signs as well. Full moons in Capricorn can be not the comfiest placement for the moon, right? So kind of leaning into any discomfort that comes up for you. Really, I think illuminating the truth about how we feel is really important during that time. How we feel about our stability, our structure, what we've created for ourselves, and what we've allowed in or not into our lives. You know, how are we maybe limiting ourselves or maybe being too rigid? Okay, let's dive in. Seems to have a lot going on here. Okay, that Hierophant, that Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and that Five of Wands. So, right off the bat, I'm getting this energy of maybe something not going the way that you thought it would. Let's get some more cards on this Hierophant energy and the Ace of Pentacles, because that is some big energy to be having right off the bat. What is this Ace of Pentacles about? 8 of Cups. Okay. And this Hierophant. You see that? I'm taking that. Okay. Okay, Capricorn. You might be in for a surprise that you were not expecting. This is my little cold brew coffee, so give me one sec. I'm still learning like video etiquette. I'm like, do I want to be seen drinking this little drink right now? The other day I was taking videos and I had this water and I was just like, And I was like, that is so ugly. I'm never doing that again on film. Anyways, I think this is much like more, I don't know, I'm being silly. Okay, anyways, back to the reading. Capricorn. So, I think with this Hierophant card that you are going to be having your whole world shaken up. And you're going to be like, what the heck, Crystalie? What's going on? You're so right. And I'm going to be like, girl, I know. Whether you're gay, whether you're a man, I was going to say a guy, a they, or a girl. But I said gay. Maybe you're a gay man. I don't know. It sounds like I mixed up guy and they. We love our gays. I love my gays. Anyways. Okay, Capricorn. So, yeah, I feel like you're moving through a lot of energies. I think you're going to be, like, surprised by the energies that come through here. So I'm picking up on this vibe that you might have done a lot of work on yourself, and I feel like you may have thought that you knew a lot about connection and relationships and how everything was going to pan out, and like it feels like Capricorn energy to me can be a little regimented, which isn't bad by any means, but it just feels like you thought you had everything mapped out, and I think you're in for not a rude awakening, but an awakening that is definitely going to shake up your approach and your thought process on all of this stuff. So with that 8 of Pentacles in reverse and that 7 of Wands in reverse, I think you're going to be challenged to knock some of these boundaries down that are a little excessive. Yeah, it feels like you're working really hard to like maintain your peace, and I think it's working a little bit against you. And I think with this 8 of Cups, okay, especially with this Ace of Pentacles, I'm picking up on this energy of like you might be working harder and not smarter out of just like the nature of who you are and your experiences. And I think this reading is just inviting you to recognize in some ways that you might need to walk away from the way you're going about your stability and the way you're going about your stability and how it relates to connecting with other people. Because I feel like there is some type of energy in your life where you're not as emotionally fulfilled as you could be, and you're looking for that Ace of Cups. But I think because you're being pushed, okay, Spirit's coming through strong now, because you're being pushed in this new direction towards this emotional fulfillment, towards this Ace of Cups, Spirit is challenging your beliefs about relationships and how they form, how they form, I'm picking up. You're going to need to let down your guard a bit. Like, people are going to have to actually get to know you if you want that emotional fulfillment. And you do have, after I clarified all this stuff, the 2 of Cups on the bottom. So I think you're being upheavaled right now. And not in a bad way, but because you're manifesting. And you're manifesting things that you want and desire, but in order to do that, you're going to have to let go of some things that are some mindsets, some ways of, again, going about your stability that may be blocking truly what you want from fully coming into your reality. So you also have that 5 of Wands in reverse. So I think there might be some inner conflict happening that you might be trying to ignore. I highly recommend leaning into that. instead of ignoring it, because it's just going to get louder. So let's pull a card on the Five of Wands and see what's coming up there. Page of Cups. What else? Six of Wands. In reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. Let's look at let's pull one more. Wheel of Fortune. Lots of resistance here. Lots of resistance here. I want to pull one more because we got that Wheel of Fortune in reverse as well. I just feel like the universe is moving a lot of things around right now. And you might be resisting it. And I think the best thing you could do is not resist these changes. Lean into them. Lean into the change. All right, one more card, Spirit. I kind of gave Spirit an attitude right there. On accident. Sorry, Spirit. Nine of Wands. Yeah, I think you're like looking at what you've built and you're like, I can't move around all this stuff. Are you crazy? I just built it. But the universe works in funny ways, so keep going. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So in the present moment, you have the Knight of Cups, the Temperance card in reverse, and Raising Consciousness in reverse. So this is an extra card in this deck from Mary Jo. I don't really read this card in reverse. I don't really think that Mary Jo doesn't read her cards in reverse at all, really. So I don't really feel that card has a reverse meaning either way throughout negative or positive experiences. And we have the Ace of Ace of Swords on the bottom. So that's a yes card to me, confirming what I'm saying right in the moment. Yeah, Raising Consciousness, when that card comes out, it's happening either way. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Whether your experiences are positive or negative, it's still happening. So that's good, right? I want to pull a card on the Temperance and see what that's all about really quick. So yeah, I feel like you're going through a season right now of... Okay, so the Temperance card in reverse, and we have the King of Wands to clarify, and that Judgment card. So Spirit is trying to help you up level your energy into this King energy. And what is this Knight of Cups too? What is this Knight of Cups about? Nine of Cups. Okay. Ace of Wands, yeah. So I think you're going to feel upheavaled at this time because we have that Temperance card in reverse, which is usually about like really balancing your energy. And I think the universe is actually asking you to maybe get out of your comfort zone. That's what it feels like. It feels like the universe is asking you to step up with that Judgment card and that King of Wands card and take some action. Take some movement forward. You do have opportunities and offers that could be very emotionally fulfilling. But the universe is really pushing you to step outside of your comfort zone. Step outside your comfort zone. Sorry, I'm just like taking this message in fully, but let's I want to get into the extended soon here. So let's look at this future energy, and then we're going to move into the extended and dive deeper. But the 10 of Cups, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse at the bottom. We got this Knight of Wands in reverse at the bottom, and the 7 of Swords in reverse at the bottom. So what is this 10 of Cups about? You know, and I don't always clarify each card individually like this. The Tower. Something is really shifting in your energy. Knight of Swords. Okay, this Knight of Wands. The Sun card. And what is the 7 of Swords about? 2 of Swords. Two of Swords. What else? The Lovers. And the 4 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Yeah, you might be in a relationship that is just not serving you anymore. The 10 of Cups in reverse and then the Tower card, that kind of feels like something that's already like not working. And you know, this might be why like you have offers coming in and you're not able to kind of take them right now, because you're stuck in this comfort mode either with yourself or with another person that is blocking you from stepping into something much better right now. But if you're staying stagnant in this energy, the universe is coming in and blowing that up, like blowing it up. The universe is not going to let you stay stagnant here much longer, and it's going to push you to take some action that you might not fully be ready for with that Knight of Swords energy, but that's okay. Like, we're all beginners at some point, but it's, yeah, I feel like the universe is really pushing you to get moving, get grooving. So that Knight of Wands in reverse, clarified by the Sun card. Clarified by the Sun card. Yeah. Okay, also, yeah, so if you're a divine feminine or not, there might be a lot of fast moving energy around you, and I think the angels are really asking you to get grounded and to make your focus you and your upright horse, and not any offers that are unclear or people who are just not really grounded in themselves and what they want. You might be colliding with another person at this time, though, that's going to kind of create that Tower moment to blow up anything that is not serving you anymore and get you away from whatever the 7 of Swords energy is. 2 of Swords, going within to get clear. The Lovers card. So again, I feel like you might have a catalytic soulmate coming in to push you out of anything that's keeping you stagnant right now. Whether that's getting in between, you know, third party situation, or if you're just like living your own little cutesy life and someone comes in and maybe they're not the one, but they're the one that's going to get you moving. You need something's going to push. And that 4 of Cups, yeah. So I want to dive deeper. I want to explore this 4 of Cups in reverse a little more, as that leads us out of this reading. We're not ending on a 4 of Cups in reverse. So let's keep going if this is your reading. Otherwise, if you don't feel called to continue, I just think the universe is giving you a push to bring in what you truly want. And this might be really like kind of an uncomfortable season, but I think it serves a really beautiful purpose, and just try your best to lean into it and listen to your guides, listen to yourself, and keep going. You know, we have these moments in our life sometimes that can feel really uncomfortable, but they're for the greater good. The greater good for us, for the people around us, and getting us to the people that we're meant to connect with. So keep chugging along, keep pushing yourself to step outside your comfort zone, and if you want to continue on, we will look into this Four of Cups in reverse. We will look into deeper into this raising consciousness card and this emotional fulfillment that is coming through. And what I want to also just dive into what the universe is trying to break up that is stagnant in your life right now. So yeah, feel free to follow me over there. The link is in the description box below for the extendeds. And if we part here, I hope to talk to you soon, and have a great night or day or wherever this may find you. Bye.